Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper and my website is sealedwithlove.com. So in a moment I'm going to take some crystals from my crystal bag. I'm going to throw them into a group of 12 houses and see which houses want to be influenced by which crystals. I'll read the colors, the crystals and any other energy that comes with them for your star sign. I'll take a crystal from this bag as well. These are just beads, different colors in there and other different symbols as well. We'll see what other influences want to come up. And then I'll take a card from the Voyager deck, and the idea of this is that it's your own card and it's up to you to take a look at the card and see what most draws you on that card in this moment, and then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So that will give you a little extra influence for your month ahead that's just for you. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to start just with a little bit of astrology for this coming month for August. So this is a kind of an interesting month because Venus is retrograde for the whole month. So this is very much about it's a revision, it's a clear out of the emotions, because Venus is about love. So it could be getting rid of some relationships. You may have already started to do this, or you might be redefining those relationships and saying, that's it, enough is enough, this is what I want. If you can't give it to me, then I'm sorry, I'm going to move on. So that kind of energy is coming in because you're going to be reassessing your values. So it's not just about relationships, it's about anything that you love, everything that you love. So also Saturn is moving direct, so it's going to be a little bit easier from the perspective of business and getting things organized in your life. There's also a sense of criticism that may be coming up because Saturn is square Jupiter on the 3rd. So it just moves direct and then it squares with Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It's like everything is wonderful, and then Saturn is saying, hang on a minute, you need to be more organized, you need to be more stable, you need to be more strict, whereas Jupiter wants to go out and have a good time. So when they're squaring each other, it's almost like you have to, it's not that you have to stop, but you may stop and start looking at what it is you're doing in your life. And it might be about restructuring your business, particularly because I keep feeling like that Saturn energy is coming in around business. So with the Jupiter at square, it's stopping you from maybe spending lots of money and organizing yourself instead. It's that kind of vibe to it. On the 29th is a full moon. There's a new moon, obviously, which is on the 14th. The 14th is Leo new moon, and that's about creativity, and again, it's very emotional energy. But the 29th with the full moon is a supermoon. It's when the moon is really close to the earth. And so the moon affects our emotions. It's in Pisces. So with Pisces particularly, I'm a Pisces. With Pisces, it's a very emotional sign. It's a very emotional, intuitive, imaginative, a little bit addictive as well sign. So with the full moon coming in, and with it being a supermoon, for all of us, it's saying that this can be an emotional time, especially with that Venus retrograde as well. So that whole energy is saying that this is a sensitive month, particularly if you have moon in Pisces, and if you're a Pisces as well. But even if you're a Cancerian, it doesn't make any difference. That moon energy is really going to get all of us kind of rolling in that emotional quagmire. It's not a bad thing at all. It really is about, the whole month is about reassessing our values and about figuring out what is right for us, relationships and particularly business too. So I feel that with the new moon on the 14th, there's a Uranus and there's a Venus aspect that comes in with that. And that's again about relationships. But because of the Uranus, because of that kind of surprise element, it could be that you go against the grain. So it might be that people are saying, this is what you need to do. And you say, no, I'm going to do my own thing. And again, it feels like that is the theme for the whole month, is really finding your individuality, really going with what is right for you, what feels right for you, not listening to what other people say, just taking on their wisdom, but maybe just going with your own intuition. This is a very highly intuitive month, especially with that big full moon coming at the end of the month. Okay, so I feel like I'm out of breath there. So now we're going to move on to your star sign. Let's see what crystals come up for you. Okay, Libra. So for you, you have this ametrine that went into your second house. The second house is about what you value, and it's material possessions. And with the violet and the orange that's in this, violet and gold that's in this, it can say that things are turning upside down. So it could be that you're moving house, you're buying a home, buying property, etc. But there's something around this that's an enormous amount of movement with what you value. So you may be moving your office space around like me, or moving your home around. There's something where there's an enormous amount of movement. And the violet with amethyst is change. Violet is change. It's a very protective, ametrine is very protective stone. With the citrine is a stone of success and abundance and wealth and expansion. So whatever this movement is, it's saying that something is good that's coming from it. So there's a greater sense of freedom, but there may be a little bit of constriction to begin with. So feel that at the beginning of the month there's that constriction, and then you open up to the freedom. So it could be after the 11th of the month, particularly because that's when Jupiter moves into Virgo. So it's almost like that is moving into your 12th house. So there's some kind of shift for you. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of karmic stuff that's moving out of the way as well. Now, in your 4th house, you had this gorgeous piece of Botswana agate. Now, the Botswana agate is about looking behind the scenes. So again, it's in your 4th house, your home. So this could be about looking behind in your cupboards, what you're leaving behind, or what's been stuck in there, or in your life, in your emotions, what has been preventing you from having the success that you want with that particular citrine that's in the ametrine. This is also about creativity. So you might find yourself wanting to paint and decorate. I know it's very mundane, but there is a sense of wanting to bring beauty into your life. Especially as you have the Kunzite as well. Kunzite went into your 9th house, and the Kunzite is this beautiful kind of lilac-y pink color, and this is about romance and love and unconditional energy coming in. It's just beautiful. So there's a lot of travel that's coming up, a lot of movement, there's a lot of change. You've got all these pink vibrations with the kind of lavender color here as well, and then there's a golden energy that's coming in here too. So with the lavender, the pink, the gold, there's an awakening. This is a very fertile time for you, so you may find yourself, if you're looking to get pregnant, this is a good time for you to get pregnant. There are new creative ideas coming in. There's a need, a desire to create a space where you feel safe and comfortable. The Kunzite coming into your 9th house is also saying that it's like you're looking beyond your life at this moment and looking at what you most love and what you desire. This is a great time to bring in soulmates, bring in lovers, especially if they're linked to other cultures or they're from another land. With this stone going into your 4th house and this in your 9th house, I feel like there's a connection. So you might have foreign people coming into your home. You might have a pen pal that's from a foreign land, and that person is coming to visit you. It just feels like there's some kind of a visit or a trip or a connection with a foreign person that's coming up, and there's a great deal of love that's coming in for you with that as well. Now, to hold on to these at the same time as the card, your card is also a love card. So there really is a fabulous month for you around love. Take a look at that card, see what you're most attracted to at this moment, then ask yourself, what does that mean? I see that big red tulip in the center of the card, and I feel that that's like a cup. So there is a sense of you opening up to unconditional love, opening up to the universe, so that you can allow all this wonderful stuff to just fill up your life. But it has to be remembered that this went into your 2nd house. So this is about that movement that happens first, and then with the movement, the 4th house is a lot of change going on in your home, and then the 9th house is that there's trips and love and romance coming in as well. But it all starts with that 2nd house ametrine, with the violet and the yellow. Now, coming back to this, violet and yellow are opposite each other on the color wheel. Violet is very much wanting to shrink back like a shrinking violet, and then the yellow is wanting to come out like the sunshine. So it's almost like, what do you value? What is most important to you? What do you want? Do you want to be seen, or do you want to be behind the scenes? And then the Botswana agate is about looking behind the scenes as well. So I feel that there's something that has been maybe stopping you from moving forward, and this in your home energy is going to help you to see what that is. The 4th house is also about your persona when it's not public. So it's the private persona. So there's a lot of stuff going on for you this month, which is very much about what you value. If you want to be out there, if you want to stay private, or if you want to be seen, and also seeing what is in the way if you do want to be public and you haven't been able to get there yet. There's a lot of love that's coming in, and there's love that's coming to you. So people are really going to be loving you. You're going to get some great stuff this month, great compliments. This is the bead that came up for you, this gorgeous turquoise blue bead, and that is, with the pink, it can be about a fear of rejection. But if you communicate in the right way, then you will be accepted for who you are. Let go of any fear of rejection and just make an intention that people are going to accept you for who you are, but you have to accept yourself first. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do please give it a thumbs up if you did. Share it on social media with your friends, through email, and also remember to leave me a comment below. Let me know how the messages resonated for you. Remember to subscribe to my love letter and grab your free color kit. Find out what your true colors are at bit.ly/color kit. And also remember, I do offer guidance sessions, lots of different guidance sessions, and particularly crystal gem readings, which you might be interested in. That's at sealwithlove.com. Lots of coloricious blessings until next time. Bye.